EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The play fake. Now Young. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So the assignment, a tough one here for this defense. You've got a quarterback ranked in the top 5 in passing yards. What do they need to do to try to keep him under wraps?
Well, they didn't sleep a whole lot getting ready for this one. I can guarantee you there's just so much to combat. But I think they're going to zero in on taking away his top target. Double, triple him if they have to. Make the other guys rise up and try and beat them. They'll feel a whole lot better if those guys win in the routes instead of their number 1 guy.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a give to Davis, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll run with Davis. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On play action, Young. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Here is Young. Escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield for Godwin. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And the Colts are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll start off with a give to Lewis. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. On 2nd down now, it's Lewis. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. They'll look to throw. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the 1st drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They're going to look to throw. Gets it off to Freeman. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They toss right to Lewis. And some room to work. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On the handoff, Lewis. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. This is Lewis on the handoff. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll try and pick it up with Lewis. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Watch 18. 18's the mic. All right, T-Lo. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Back to throw here. They will find Winslow on the left side complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it. Lewis. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They run with Lewis out of the gun. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A first down carry for Davis. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now here's Young.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
He's picked off at his own 46. That's now in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the handoff, here's Lewis running right. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 8. This one caught by Winslow. Touchdown! A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're...
And now the rookie's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be there on a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jerome Baker. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. The Colts on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. They'll look to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
That's what it is, baby.
Touchdown, Colts. A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
First and 10, Young. And this one complete to Will Fuller.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 5.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
On second down, it's Lewis. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded just inside the 30. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 11.
Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Colts would extend their lead here just before halftime. Boston McGinnis out for the extra point.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive, as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Max 50, Max 50.
Looking to throw, Young. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. 1 second, all that remains.
Mike 15. Mike 15. Hey, tight. Check smash. Check smash.
They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. It's certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Off the toss, Lewis. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's a give. Lewis running left. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They try again with Lewis. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Out of his end zone, Young. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 15.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is indicating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Young working out of the gun. He'll air this one out for Kirk. They got his man complete. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
Well, they've got to remember that they're not going to get it all back on one drive. But that being said, they also had to come out here in the third quarter with a sense of urgency and playmaking ability, and they showed it on that last play.
Young off the play fake. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. Now a handoff to Davis. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Complete. This is Lewis. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well. And they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this one complete to Winslow. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Say. COVID-19. Dragon 60. Watch him, alert. Back 15. It's just me.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Jets are going to... It's Young on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Young. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Young on third down. Open man has got one. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Young will set to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. On 2nd down, Davis. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Jets are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. No problem there on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Working with a 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And it's taken in at the 9. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Well, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, a give to Davis. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
3rd and 2. Getting this ball out wide for Davis. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You can have the first one for the second one to even matter.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the gun, it's Young. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Young. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. It'll be Young again. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Young. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Young now. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Dorsett. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it'll be Dorsett. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Davis, he'll try to run for it. And Davis, he's not going to get there. Unable to make it to the yellow line. They stop him short. They'll run with Davis. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Davis. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows it.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
O.J. Howard, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Come on, dude. Jump. 19, tag him.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. 10 coming up. 2nd and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Lewis. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. A 2nd down run with Lewis. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, Lewis. Lewis has the 1st down and then some. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Colts sure look like they're going to be moving to 8-1 as they add on to their lead. Austin McGinnis out for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Young. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Young to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Second and 11 now. Shotgun handoff for Lewis. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run. Take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.